In this video, we will learn about used to, be used to, and get used to. First of all, we will learn about used to. So, used to with the verb be in the present tense describes the situation that you are accustomed to. You might do it every day and you might like it or you might not like it. For example, in the singular form or in the singular pronouns, I am used to. I am used to, and then right here you can put a noun or you can put a gerund. So I am used to cold weather. If I write over here cold weather. So I am used to cold weather. You are used to cold weather. You can also use, or you can also say, I am used to living in a cold place. So we can write over here living in a cold place. In that situation, just after used to, we are using a gerund. Here living is a gerund. You are used to living in a cold place, or he is used to living in a cold place. There will be a noun or a gerund. Once again, she is used to living in a cold place. Either we can put she is used to cold weather. That will be a noun. Or we'll write she is used to living in a cold place. It is used to cold weather. That will be a noun. Or it is used to living in a cold weather. That will be a gerund, living. So for plural, we are used to, there will be a noun or a gerund. So for noun, we'll write we are used to cold weather. That will be a noun. Or we are used to living in a cold place. That will be living, due to living, that will be a gerund. You are used to a cold weather. Or for gerund, we'll write you are used to living in a cold place. Then the last one, they are used to cold weather. That will be a noun. But if we write a gerund, then we will phrase it like that. They are used to living in a cold place, where living will be a gerund. So he says, I'm used to cold weather. So over here, right just after used to, there is noun weather. So we can put a noun just after used to, and this will be a qualifier or an adjective, cold weather. So just after used to, we can put a noun. Or I am used to, just after this phrase used to, put a gerund. This is a gerund. In a cold place. I am used to living in a cold place. So this is also a correct example. We have so many other options. You are used to cold weather. We can write over here, they are used to cold weather. He is used to cold weather. You are used to cold weather. That will be a noun. or we can put a gerund just after used to in all these examples. Now we have more examples. We are used to the internet. We are used to. Just after this phrase used to, there is a noun, that is the internet. So this is a noun. You are used to, just after this phrase used to, going online. So this is a gerund over here. This one is a gerund. So we can put either a noun or a gerund just after this phrase used to. He is used to life in Canada. So just after used to, we are having this life, that is noun over here in this example. This one is a noun. She is used to living in London. Over here the word living is a gerund. We know this. This one is a gerund over here. They are used to their new job. So just after phrase used to, job, their new job, these are modifiers, and actually job is a noun. We are used to working there. So just after this phrase used to, we have an ing structure that is called gerund. So we are used to working there. Use used to when talking about things that happened in the past. So for used to, it shows the things that happened in the past. That's why we'll say use used to when talking about things that happened in the past. And these are so many examples. Use be used to, be used to for things you have grown accustomed to, things that you do every day, whether you like them or not. So be can be replaced by am, it can be replaced by am, are, is, etc. So be used to is to be used for things you have grown accustomed to, we are habitual of, things that you do every day, whether you like them or not. Notice that you do things time and again, and for that we use this phrase be used to. So once again, notice that this be changes depending upon what is that be. We can see that this be changes depending on the subject and the verb tense. If I write, I used to live in London, I used to live in London, this one over here, this will be used to, D is missing. So I used to live in London means something that happened in the past, but I don't live there now. It means I used to live in London, I don't live there now. Right now I'm not living over there, but I used to. So this is something that was a habit that was happening in the past. So I used to live in London, but right now I don't live there, but I used to. My friend John used to be a doctor. Over here, once again, we can see my friend John used to be a doctor. He is not a doctor right now. So this is something that was there in the past. Notice that the main verb is be. In all these examples, the main verb is be. And this is for the past. Used to and used to be. So the main verb over here, we can see that is in past. I used to weigh 120 kilogram. So as far as this previous example, my friend John used to be. So this is the verb that is main verb that I was talking about. So notice that the main verb be changes depending on the subject and the verb tense. It depends upon, and this is for the past. This is going to be used to, is going to be for the past. This one over here, used to, that was for the past. So my friend John used to, this is for the past, and be is the main verb. So he is not a doctor right now. He is not a doctor right now. So now he is a chef. Now take this example. I used to weigh 120 kilogram, but my weight has changed. Notice that weigh is the main verb in this particular sentence. This is main verb. Now I weigh 80 kilogram. Right at this moment, I weigh 80 kilogram. Negatives. I never used to cook. I never used to cook. This is a negative sentence. Never used to or didn't use to. I never used to cook. Now I do it all the time. Here, before this, in the past, I was not having this particular activity with me. I never used to cook, but right now I do it all the time. So over here, the word cook is the main verb. This is the main verb in this particular sentence. To make the negative, I think it's better to use never. This one is better instead of didn't. This is also okay, but this is better. So instead of using didn't, use never for making negative sentences. If you use the didn't, then you can take the D from used to. The example is did. Over here, did they use? We know that once we use did, then we have to take off D from used. So did they used to live in Europe? Or once we contract did in order to make it negative, didn't they used to live in Europe? So we have to take off D from used once we use didn't. So as I said, if you use the didn't, then you can take the D from used to off. So off, just delete or eliminate that D from used to. Didn't they used to live in Europe? Did is in the past tense, we know that. This did is in the past tense. D is gone from used to. There is no D over here and from over here. To form a negative question, I would just write or speak like, didn't they used to live in Europe? Didn't they used to live in Europe? This will be a better sentence. Now, be used to. Be used to. This is the other phrase when talking about things you do every day. So, as I said, when talking about things you do every day, whether you like them or not, you are accustomed to doing them. I am used to waking up early. So over here, this is the phrase used to. Before that, this is be. Am is in place of be. I am used to, then this is gerund. I am used to waking up early. So in this particular sentence, As I said, this is something I do every day. I am used to waking up early, so this is something I do daily, every day. Notice that after used to, you can use a gerund. This is that gerund, this one. And this is the verb be over here. This is the verb be, that is am. If the subject changes to he, then he is used to waking up early. And if you change it to you, you are. So this verb be will keep on changing according to the subject. It should match the subject. So you are used to waking up early. We are used to waking up early. Or they are used to waking up early. I am used to the cold. Over here in this particular sentence, I am used to. So this is used to, and before this am is in be form. So I am used to cold. So I am accustomed to cold, or I am used to it. Again over here this is be verb and this is the habitual action or accustomed verb phrase. This is very commonly used and this is very commonly said. I am used to it. I am used to it. This is very commonly said for any experience that you do all the time or things that you experience every day, whether you like them or not. You can use it with a gerund like I am used to living in a place that is cold. That is also very simple. So if we want to make it negative, if you want to make it negative, put not right over here. I'm not used to it. So this is the place where we have to put not. I am not used to it. Put the verb be over here first in the sentence. Put the verb be first if you want to make a question. Are you used to it? Then we have to write this one over there. So this is be verb that is in the beginning of the sentence. Or we can replace it with the past tense. We can write it, be verb will be were you used to it. This is also good expression, but this is in past. Now, you can also use get. We can also use get. So he says that you can also use get. Did you get used to living? Did you get used to living in Canada? So over here we have got this did, then we have this get. Then we are not going to put used. We will eliminate that D because of this verb did. Did you get used to living in Canada? So instead of verb be, it is possible to use get. This is possible. He never got used to living in Canada. So get, and then this is past form of get, that is got. He never got used to living in Canada. But make question, then start with, if we want to make question, it is possible to make questions, then we have to start with be verb. He never got used to that. But if we have to make question, then we have to put did he or something like that. I was used to living in Canada indicates steady state, and I got used to living in Canada. This got indicates change over time. So be used to is identical to get used to. So we can say that be used to is similar to get used to. They are similar expressions. I was used to it, or I got used to it. If I write that I was used to it or I got used to it, the difference between both of these expressions will be I was used to it or I was used to living in Canada. This indicates that this be verb will be helping us, that indicates steady state, means there is consistency. I was used to living in Canada. Over here this be used to indicates, this one is be used to. This indicates steady state. Whereas if I write I got used to living in Canada, though their meanings are similar, but once we use this got used to, this indicates change over time. Hope this will help you understand the concept. Thank you so much.